Every phrase that begins with, I am, is not just a thought, it's a command to the universe. I am anxious, I am sick, I am unlucky. With each one, you've been scripting your own limitations. But what if you could flip the script, using the exact same words to manifest wealth, health, and joy? This is the secret religious leaders have tried to keep hidden for millennia. Every day, you unknowingly hold incredible power in your words. That two-word phrase you say dozens of times, I am, is not just a statement. It's a command. When you say, I am anxious or I am sick, you're not just describing yourself. You're instructing the universe to make it real. Every worry, every fear, every repeated thought is shaping your reality. But here's the secret religious institutions have hidden for centuries: you don't need an external god, a temple, or a ritual to access this power. The I am consciousness is already inside you. It is your own awareness, the very same force that sustains galaxies. Neville Goddard discovered this after decades of studying sacred texts in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. He realized every limitation he ever experienced was created by his own unconscious use of I am. And there's a method to reverse it. It's not about forcing positive thinking or repeating affirmations. It's about living from the state of what you want to be, as if it's already real. Like falling asleep in New York and sensing yourself in Barbados, experiencing your desire fully, internally, before it manifests externally. The same law that has shaped every hardship in your life can be directed intentionally to manifest abundance, love, health, and freedom. Every phrase that begins with, I am, carries creative force. It doesn't matter if you're aware of it or not, the universe listens. When you say, I am alone, or I am broke, you're activating the same intelligence that orchestrates the stars and the planets. But the reverse is true. When you say, I am capable, or I am abundant, you're directing that immense power to your favor. The difference is consciousness, choosing deliberately rather than drifting unconsciously. Neville Goddard's mentor, Abdullah, taught him this through a striking example. Goddard wanted to travel to Barbados but had no money. Abdullah instructed him, you are already in Barbados. Not imagining it vaguely, experiencing it fully. Goddard fell asleep each night sensing Barbados, the sounds, the air, the textures. 3 weeks later, a letter arrived with a paid passage. No planning. No struggle. Just the conscious use of I am. This demonstrates a principle that is universal. The same force that created your recurring fears, anxieties, and limitations can manifest exactly what you desire, if you learn to operate it consciously. Every limitation you've experienced is a blueprint. Every repeated worry, conflict, or failure is a record of unconscious declarations. The moment you recognize this, you realize, you are not a victim of life, you are the author of it. And the astonishing part? This isn't new. Mystics across centuries, from the Dead Sea Scrolls to Sufi masters, risked their lives teaching the same truth: the consciousness that knows, I am, is not separate from the divine, it is the divine in action. The first step is simple: pay attention to every I am you say. Most of the time, you're unaware of it. I am tired, I am stressed, I am unlucky. Each statement shapes reality exactly as it's spoken. Step 2, interrupt the negative pattern. When you catch yourself saying, I am, followed by a limitation, pause. Then reframe it consciously. Instead of, I am broke, say, I am learning to create wealth. Instead of, I am anxious, say, I am calm and capable. Instead of, I am alone, say, I am open to connection and love. Step 3, enter the pre-sleep state. The moment before you fully wake or fall asleep is a doorway, your mind is most receptive. In this state, experience the scene of your desire as already real. Don't just think about it. Feel it. Imagine the sounds, textures, and sensations as if it's happening now. Live inside the outcome, not as a wish for the future. Step 4, let go completely. Trust that the universe will respond. Don't question the how. The pattern has been planted. Forces and circumstances will align in ways you cannot yet see. Neville Goddard's experiments prove this. The same law that repeatedly brought him obstacles, if redirected consciously, produced incredible outcomes, unexpected letters, opportunities, and encounters that seemed impossible. This isn't luck. It's the predictable effect of conscious I am statements. Once you begin to use I am deliberately, you will notice a shift, patterns of limitation dissolve, and new possibilities appear. The world becomes a mirror, reflecting the reality you consciously declare. Once you've mastered noticing and reframing your daily I am statements, the next level is immersing yourself fully in the state of your desired reality. This is where imagination becomes a tool of creation, not fantasy. Imaginative occupation of reality. Neville Goddard's mentor Abdullah taught him to live inside the scene of fulfillment. Not visualize it vaguely, but experience it sensorially. Hear the exact sounds. Feel the textures. Sense the emotions as if it is already happening. This isn't wishful thinking, it's psychological and energetic occupation of reality. The universe responds to the state you occupy, not the state you hope for. Rewriting the past. Your past experiences are not fixed. Every negative memory contains seeds of unconscious I am declarations. Before sleep, you can reimagine interactions or outcomes to align with your desired state. A failed conversation becomes successful. A lost opportunity becomes a doorway for growth. Limiting patterns are gently rewritten into empowerment. Morning gap technique. There's a tiny window each morning, right before your mind fully awakens. In that moment, you exist as pure consciousness, naked I am. Mystics recognize this as the most direct access to your divine nature. Pause before remembering your name, your responsibilities, your fears. Qualify I am consciously, I am capable, I am abundant, I am free. Let the day respond to this initial declaration, the universe aligns to your conscious state. Everyday miracles in conscious action. The miracles described in sacred texts are not distant history, they are descriptions of consciousness operating in heightened states. Walking on water equals mastery over emotional turbulence. Turning water into wine equals transforming ordinary life into extraordinary experience. Lazarus rising equals reversing the impossible through persistent imaginative occupation. The key lesson, the law is consistent, precise, and impersonal. Limitation happens unconsciously. Everything you've learned, the power of I am, imaginative occupation, and conscious declarations, must now become a living practice. It's no longer theory. It's your operating system. Monitor your words. For 24 hours, simply observe every time you say, I am. Don't judge, just notice. Awareness is the first step to mastery. Redirect with precision. When limitation arises, pause and qualify consciously. I am developing new skills instead of I am terrible with technology. I am calm and resourceful instead of I am overwhelmed. I am attracting abundance instead of I am broke. Subtle changes, but powerful. Every declaration is a seed planted in reality. Pre-sleep revision. Before sleep, re-experience the day as you wish it had unfolded, conversations, challenges, and outcomes rewritten with success and empowerment. This rewiring imprints the quantum field with your desired state. Morning gap reset. Every morning, pause in that brief window of pure consciousness. Qualify your I am with the state you want to inhabit. Carry this inner alignment into the day. The external world will follow. The ultimate test. Here's the critical moment, you now know the power of I am. Every circumstance, every limitation, every opportunity in your life is a reflection of your inner declarations. The ultimate choice is yours. Remain a passive participant, swept by unconscious patterns, repeating limitations. Or step fully into the role of conscious creator, wielding I am with awareness, knowing every word carries divine power. And here's the cliffhanger. If the universe responds exactly to your I am, what will happen when you declare something so audacious, so impossible, that even your own mind refuses to believe it? The next moment you speak I am, will you unconsciously repeat limitation, or will you summon a reality beyond anything you've ever imagined?